Hi, this is Sarah Sugarman speaking. In case you don't know, I'm Dr. Gaynor's wife and have extensive experience in organizational and leadership development. If you haven't already noticed changes at AECC, you soon will. This is a result of the establishment of a new leadership team and strategic planning that has been put in place over the past year. The promise of change is, of course, also influenced by the current economy and our need to become more efficient and effective to survive the downturn. Change is exciting and necessary, but it can sometimes be hard. We wanted to give you a chance to talk about and think about change and how you respond to change. This BHAG hour, Change is Our Friend, will hopefully accomplish these goals. At the end of this slideshow, you will be asked to complete a worksheet which will require you to answer some questions about this presentation, so pay close attention. Next slide, please. So what is BHAG anyways? It stands for Big, Hairy, Audacious Goal, and this BHAG was developed by many of you last summer during our strategic planning meetings. Our BHAG is this: Animal Emergency Care Centers will be the role model for all other emergency centers in the U.S. We will measure that by having a waiting list for employment, by having a waiting list for our training services, because people will visit our facilities to see our operations. We will get national media attention, and we have enough cash flow and access to capital to open a new facility anywhere. To meet this audacious goal, we will have to make many changes in the way we think, the way we work, the way we speak and behave. So let's talk about change. Next slide, please. Please take a few minutes to discuss these questions. Why do organizations need change? Why does AECC need to change? And what are some changes you've noticed at AECC recently? We hope that everyone in the room will participate in this discussion, so please make the effort to share your thoughts and feelings about these questions. When you are done, you can proceed to the next slide. Change is our friend. Please discuss the question, what changes does AECC need to make to reach our BHAG? Then have someone in the room record your responses so that we, the leadership team, can use this information as we continue to develop our strategic plan. Please put your list of responses in Dr. Gaynor's box. Next slide, please. To get and keep momentum going toward our BHAG, we developed the concept of BHAG Hours. BHAG Hours, a series of approximately 20 presentations to help us accomplish these changes and fulfill our mission, consistently practice our core values, use our ladder of priorities, and finally, reach our BHAG. Dr. Gaynor will be talking more about our mission, core values, and ladder of priorities in staff meetings and in upcoming BHAG Hours. So this is the first of many BHAG Hours that you will be viewing and discussing together. We designed these discussions to take place on slow nights because getting staff together for this type of discussion is almost impossible during the day. So we thought this would be a great use of downtime when things are slow. That's why many of these presentations will be in this format. Although we will not be present during the presentation to answer your questions, feel free to call or email us, the management team and/or presenter, with any questions, ideas, comments, or concerns you may have regarding non-live BHAG presentations. Next slide, please. This will all result in, you guessed it, change. Next slide, please. So why is change hard sometimes? Take a few minutes to brainstorm reasons that make change hard sometimes. When you are done, please go to the next slide. Why is change hard sometimes? Here are some ideas I came up with. Because it's new, different, unfamiliar, untested, so it can therefore be scary or threatening. Sometimes it can be refreshing and a relief. I'm guessing you came up with many more reasons why change is hard sometimes. Next slide, please. Understanding how people in general react to change can help us understand our own reactions and those of our teammates. It can help us better move through and accept change. Next slide, please.